Welcome back to Banking for Legacy, the podcast where we help business owners and families take back control of their money, stop playing defense with banks and Wall Street, and start building wealth intentionally. I'm your host, Nelson Pizarro, and before we get started, I strongly recommend reading Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash, right here in front of me. That book changed the way I see money, debt, and control, and today's episode will make that very clear. Now let's get into something no bank, no mortgage lender, and no HR department will ever tell us. We're using the same dollar in our house and in our retirement plan, but nobody ever tells us that's happening. Let that sink in. I started a 1-year mortgage test, and if you're a homeowner, I want you to do one simple exercise. Look at just 1 year of your mortgage. And here's the setup. Let's just say the purchase price of a house was $800,000. You do a down payment of 20%, which is $160,000. The loan amount that you're asking from the bank is $640,000. A mortgage at 30-year fixed, let's just say the interest rate is 5%. Your monthly payment will be $3,436 per month. Let's fast forward to year 5 of that mortgage. Here's what you're going to see. Just looking at the year 5 mortgage. Over that single year, the interest paid to the bank is $29,700. Yes, I said that right. $29,700. Principal paid into your home is $11,500. For 1 year of your life, you almost paid $30,000 that went straight to the bank, and only $11,500 actually worked for you on the other end. Now let's look at your 401k or IRA. Now someone says, don't worry, you're building wealth, you're investing. Let's test that. And here's the example. You max out your 401k at $23,000. Your employer matches you on average around 5%, $100,000 salary, which is about $5,000. Total investment into one of these retirement plans is $28,000. The market return assumption is 8%. So now let's look at it for the year, only that year. In 1 year, the gain was about $2,240,000. So in that same year that we just looked at the mortgage, you gave up $29,700 in the mortgage interest, and you said you made $2,240 in your retirement account. Here's a true problem. This is the part no one tells us. You're told your house is an asset, your 401k is growing, you're doing all the right things, but no one's telling you you're feeding 2 systems with $1. That dollar can either reduce interest you're never going to get back, or grow somewhere else. You don't get both. And that's where most families and business owners lose control. Not because they're bad with money, but because they were never shown the full picture. Now, what's the solution? However, before I move on, I want to be very clear. This is not financial advice. This is what I personally do. I use the method called infinite banking concept. Instead of sending every extra dollar to the bank or locking it away in qualified plans with penalties, taxes, and restrictions, I instead store capital in a properly structured whole life policy. Maintain liquidity, maintain control, maintain compound growth. Then I borrow against the policy. I direct money intentionally towards my mortgage, towards my investments, towards my businesses, or towards any other opportunities I have. And here's the key difference. The dollar never stops working. I'm going to say it again. Your dollar is never going to stop working. Now, why does this matter for business owners and families? Well, for business owners, you need cash flow, you need access, and you need control. For families, you need certainty, you need flexibility, you need a system that works in good markets and in bad markets. IBC allows you to do the following. It reduces interest loss. eliminates dependency on banks. It stops locking money away, and it builds a system that works while you're alive. The big takeaway: the problem isn't that you don't have enough money. The problem is you don't control where your money goes first. Now, if this episode made you uncomfortable, great. That means you're starting to see what most people never do. Go look at 1 year of your mortgage, then look at 1 year of your retirement savings, and ask yourself, who really has control of your money? If you want to learn how to change that, start with Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. And if you want to learn how to personally implement this, reach out to me. Until next time, don't forget, it's your money, your bank, and your legacy. I'm Nelson Pizarro. Thank you for listening to Banking for Legacy, and I look forward to the next episode.